Howdy, folks. For once, I have my mic on when I start my live stream. That's a big bonus for me. Okay, so I'm checking out YouTube. Looks like we're doing good there. Just I've been off since last Wednesday. Last Wednesday was the last time I recorded a podcast, and was getting some vacation time. And a bunch of people mentioned that they were kind of bummed they didn't get to hear the how to start a podcast. First question I have for my YouTube viewers: am I um maxing out your, is it distorting right now? Because I have this new fancy new mic holder thingy. How's it sound? Okay. Can you hear me? I see you there. I know there's always that 30-second delay between me asking a question on YouTube and you saying something in the comments. It's like how it goes. Okay, well, complain if it's bad. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about how to start podcasts lately. And so today we're doing an episode on that. And here was the thing. I got into preparing my show notes. And what happened is I realized, lo and behold, I've already done this podcast. It was just episode 20. I did 8 lessons learned about how to start a podcast after 20 episodes. And the lessons haven't changed much. I've learned a lot more about audio hosting and plugins and that sort of thing. But doing the podcast itself, the hard part of doing the podcast is everything else, right? Once you get the tech figured out, it's super easy. So what I'm going to do is record this live on YouTube. YouTube watchers, if you end up having questions, you can just pop them into the comments and I will hopefully see them. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes my buddy David jumps in and tries to trip me up by saying something silly that makes me laugh. But I'm going to be producing this on YouTube. But the first thing I do when I produce, for those of you who are interested, I do my show notes, which I keep on this computer where I can see you because my camera is right here. See? Woo! And then I use GarageBand. The reason I use GarageBand is because I know how to use GarageBand because I sing in a band and it's a lot like the program we used to use to record when we were doing CD stuff. So I already had the program. It was already on my computer. What I have set up right now, when I open the file, I have the intro loop goes in. I know that I start at measure 4 and then I hit record and then I go. Okay. And what you'll see today is me recording the podcast, but I've also, I will be taking questions, as I said, from YouTube. So let's jump into this now. Well, welcome everybody to Living Free in Tennessee, where we talk about, those of you watching on YouTube, I don't know what word I just said, but every so often you're talking into your mic and you don't pronounce your words. It totally just happens. So I'm going to start over. When it's that early in the show, I'll actually delete and start over. So now I'm going to hit stop. Boop. I'm going to hit delete. Where's I have this Bluetooth keyboard. I leave it far from me when I'm live streaming because it'll turn everything off if I lean on it. Really good at leaning on things. Okay, now I go back to measure 4. See, this is me on the fly editing on YouTube. That's right. This is how we edit. So now we're going to try again. Well, welcome everybody to Living Free in Tennessee, where we talk about building the life you want to live on your terms. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, 2020. This is episode 334 of Living Free in Tennessee. And today we're going to talk through the basics of starting a podcast. The reason we're doing this is all of a sudden people are interested in how do you start a podcast? So it sounds like a lot of you are getting out on your own. And you're starting to see hey, maybe I should share my story with other people and maybe I can be a little bit of an inspiration to somebody else. Guys, I can tell you this from having a podcast. Not only does that happen, but you also start needing to hold yourself accountable because you promise on the air that you're going to clean out your freezer and then you finally get around to cleaning out your freezer. And today I am recording this live on YouTube. And so I will take live Q&As from the people on YouTube if they have questions later in the show when we jump into the how-to part, because, nothing's better than some of that live interaction. Also, today is Holler Hat Wednesday. Whose head is she on this time? Holler Hat's been on a bit of an adventure lately, and you can check that all out on Instagram. @NicoleSauce is my account. Go over there, look at the hat, put your best guess in. I think you're going to know who it is this time. It's a big Wednesday for me. We have moved the recording of the Unloose the Goose podcast from Tuesdays to Wednesdays, and tonight at 7:30 we're recording that. I'll be joined by, I believe, Jack Spearco, Sal Merriweather, John Bush, Pete Quinones. I had to learn how to say his last name. Sorry, dude, if I said it wrong. And who else is on there? Oh, Hawk. Hawk's going to be on there too. Xavier Hawk. They're all going to be on with me today. Curtis Stone is sitting this one out, but we're going to be talking about food systems and ways we can work around the existing structures and set up food systems that can help add stability into our lives without paying, the tax man too much or getting in a bunch of trouble. So I think food systems is going to be a fun topic. And we've got a lot of people on who have done quite a bit in the agricultural side of things, as well as just, growing their own food at home to feed themselves, which seems like such a simple little thing, but it's a big deal. So that'll be tonight, 7:30, also live on YouTube. I've dropped a link to the YouTube channel in the show notes in case you haven't found Unloose the Goose on YouTube. But if you just type in Unloose the Goose, we should come up. And that's where that live stream will be, assuming that all the technology goes together. Speaking of YouTube live streams, it's an every other Thursday this week. So the Holler Neighbor, which has grown to 4 neighbors now, we're having our live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. And we're going to be talking about shared pantry, what we want to do about building a shared pantry for the community, because there are 4 of us living next to each other who have a similar philosophy on storing in abundance for when we need it. But with that, when 4 people are working on it, 4 households, you have to have a little bit more coordination about how this will all work. And I'm pausing the recording to say hi to Buddy. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you have lots of questions for me today. Anyway, I will go on, but I saw your comment there. I'm having a microphone problem. What's wrong with it? Is it like buzzy? Or is it because I'm wiggling away and near? Somebody got me this fancy new arm, and I'm trying to, But if it's like fading out, I'm not seeing that in my audio. So it's crackling a little. I have turned the gain down, and I'll try not to yell. It's probably because I'm loud. Away and near made it crackle more. Is it like when it jiggles? Buzzy. Huh. Well, here, let's try this. I would change the angle. How's that? Better? I bet what's going on. See this microphone? We're going to talk about this later. Most microphones you talk to under here, right? Not this microphone. You go that way. That's where the sound goes in. It's made for recording. And yeah, so hopefully this has adjusted the mic issue. Thanks for letting me soon. It's worse now? Worse. I have to always give the YouTube live stream a bit of a thing. I don't even know what I just said. Huh. Well, here, we're going to try something. Okay. Is that better? An intermittent connection. That's kind of weird. I mean, I might have a wire loose in here, but I don't have a wire loose here. Might be my computer. Huh. I'm going to go back and listen. You know what? I have ears. I can go back and listen. Hi, Crystal. Everybody's hearing funny sounds here. You know what, guys? What's weird? This is YouTube exclusive. It's not happening on the audio recording. Is it like so annoying you can't stand listening to it? That's the other thing. Like, literally, this is a YouTube issue that I'm not sure. I mean, I could stop the live stream and restart it. I sound like I'm underwater. Woo. Do I still sound like I'm underwater? I could put the pop filter up. Do you want me to end the stream and start it over? Because I totally can. Okay, it'll be a new link, I think. Let me see. I've had to do this one other time with YouTube. It was a real bummer. Okay, you guys, just hang out on my channel for a minute. Whoever gets in there first, can you share this on social? Buddy, I'm using the website.